ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here live on Buford's Own. My name is Javon Livingston. Alongside me today will be Max Araj. Max will be taking over the play-by-play, but I just want to come in first and apologize to everyone for the technical difficulties. Obviously, we were supposed to start at 10 a.m. trying to get set up here. We finally got it going. 5-5 ball game. I'm going to go get that beautiful center view camera, outfield camera set up, Max. We got the other two, so we got first and third base covered. When I get back, we'll be good to go, man.
All right, Javon, thank you. And welcome, everyone, to beautiful Bluffton, South Carolina for a out-of-state competition. Fairview High School out of Boulder, Colorado, here for spring break as they've taken on Hilton Head Christian already, and now today take on the Sharks of May River High School. Currently a 5-5 ball game. Both teams scored 5 runs in the first inning, and looking to see how this game will continue. And it is 2-2 with no outs. Ball high and close play at first, but won't get it there. Trace Mischek, one of the top catchers in the Low Country area, and definitely showing it today, but it's a full count. Head coach for May River High School, Alan Schmidt. Assistant coaches, George Mischek, Ned Mullis, Mike Quesnell, and Colby Whitley. Great game so far. May River got down 5-0 early in the first. Came back in the bottom of the first to tie this ball game up. Both teams have batted around in the first inning. Foul back. One, two. Low for ball 2. Logan Hargis. Ground ball goes to second. Fires it to first, and that is out number 2. The runner will advance from second to third. And we have a runner 90 feet from home plate with 2 outs here in the top of the second.
At the bat for the ninth, number 16, Leo Muth.
Leo Muth the senior, steps up for Fairview. Muth, so far this season, a .357 batting average. Fairview has not had many games so far this season, only 5 games on the year. But granted, they are from Boulder, Colorado, and it's quite cold up there these days. Check out what the temperature is up in Boulder. Currently beautiful 70 degrees with a nice breeze here in Bluffton. And that is strike 3. So May River, after a 5-run first inning, they won't allow anyone to score in the second. And we head to the bottom of the second. Your score, Fairview 5, May River 5. May River up to the plate, right here on Beaufort Zone. And welcome back to Beaufort Zone. Sorry, dealing with some technical difficulties. Currently, a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the second. 5-5 ball game. Ground ball is short. Oh, a bad hop by the shortstop. And that will be a base hit for May River to start off the second. So Tyson Brazenton will courtesy run for Sam Matajeski, who got that base hit there. Awkward hop. That's the second time that's happened today for the shortstop. Strike one. The pitcher for Fairview High School today, Oliver Peterson. Peterson's ready to go. Throw back to first, a bounce hop to the first baseman. Boy, that could have been dangerous for Fairview. So 0-1 count. No outs here in the second. Peterson, the pitch. Throw down to second. Won't be in time. That's a stolen base for Tyson Brazenton. A 1-1 count. May River has a runner in scoring position. Peterson, the pitch. Base hit! And that will advance the runner to third. So runners on the corners for the Sharks. Max Van Esselston, excuse me, had a great base hit up the middle in the first inning. See if he can continue that. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Esselston is ready to go. Peterson, the pitch. Low in the dirt, ball one. As a team this season, May River hitting .291 on the year as a team. May River's played 8 games so far this season. Fairview 5 games. And 2 of those 5 games have been here in Bluffton, South Carolina. As they took on Hilton Head Christian the other night, lost 8-4 to Hilton Head Christian. Oh, good pitch. Swing and a miss by Van Esselston. It's a 2-1 count. Two and one. No outs here in the bottom of the second. 2 runners in scoring position for Van Esselston. Ball in the dirt. 3 and 1. Van Esselston hitting .375 on the year. Impressive start for Van Esselston. The pitch. Base. And they will hold the second runner at third. And May River will take the lead. Dylan Mischik coming in with probably my favorite walk-up song, Careless Whisper. Mischik, the senior, 6 feet, 192 pounds. Mischek, 357 batting average so far this season. No one count. Peterson needs to get out of this inning. But he still does not have an out. Base hit, and another run will score. And it is now 7-5, May River. From 5 down to tying the game up at 5 apiece to end the first, and now taking 2 more runs here in the second, 7-5. And looks like Fairview's coach is going to come out and talk with Oliver Peterson and the rest of the infield. And that will be it for Oliver Peterson. So they're going to go to a new pitcher. We'll tell you who that is when we come back right here on Buford Zone. Welcome back, everyone, to the tank here. One out has occurred while we are off air. I apologize. We're still dealing with some issues here. But we are ready to go here. So 2 runners in scoring position with a 1-0 count and 1 out. The pitch. Outside for ball 2. Number 3, the new pitcher for Fairview High School, Liam Goetz, junior. Currently 46 degrees in Boulder, Colorado right now, so I think this team would rather be playing baseball here today. With the chance of snow tonight, high fly ball, stays in the infield, and that'll be caught for out number 2. Hudson Flanagan steps in for May River. See what he has to offer with 2 runners in scoring position. May River trying to extend the lead. It's 7-5. Goetz is ready to go. Fires the pitch. Ball away. Grounder to short. He fires and throws to first, and that will be out number 3. And that will do it for the inning. So we head to the top of the 3rd. May River takes the lead. It's 7-5. Fairview coming up to the bat. Up next, right here on Buford Zone. And welcome back. Here on Buford Zone, top of the 3rd. 7-5 ball game in favor of May River. We do have a new pitcher on the mound. I'm trying to figure out who that is right now. Foul back. That's number 7, Chris Beckman. The 6'1" junior for the May River Sharks. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Underhand throws it to first, and that's 1 out.
Now to bat for the Knights, number 23, Grayson Digis.
Grayson Digis, the sophomore for Fairview, will step up to the plate, and looks like he's the only sophomore on this Fairview High School team. Ground ball. Oh, that was a little pop-up, and pitcher leaps and grabs it, so that is out number 2.
Now to bat for the Knights, number 12, Dylan Leakey.
Dylan Leakey, the junior. Not sure it's Leakey. It sounds like Lecky. Or at least that's how it's spelled, L-E-C-K-E-Y. So I'm going to go with Lecky. Dylan Lecky, the junior. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Beckman nods. He gets a sign and the pitch. Ooh, inside for ball 2. Ground ball to third. Third baseman fires, throws it to first, and that is quickly out number 3. And that'll do it for the top of the third. So no runs, no hits for Fairview, and May River will hold on to the lead. It's 7-5. We'll be right back here on Beaufort Zone. All right, welcome everybody back here on Beaufort Zone, here live in Bluffton, South Carolina at the Shark Tank. May River has got a 7-5 lead here in the bottom of the third. And Oliver Matajeski will step up for May River as they try to extend the 7-5 lead. Liam Goetz will stay on the mound for Fairview. Goetz a 3 ERA. He's had 3 appearances so far and has had a save on the year as well. Oliver Matajeski, the junior outfielder and right-hand pitcher for May River, 6 feet, 185 pounds. and brother of fellow May River player Sam Matajeski. Matajeski with the 3-1 count. Strike two, so full count. With no outs here in the bottom of the third. Goats delivers. Ground ball to the first baseman. And he will get to the bag before Matajeski does, and that is out number one.
Now to bat for the Sharks, number 8, Gustavo Gomez.
Gustavo Gomez will step up for May River. Strike one called. Beautiful morning here in Bluffton, South Carolina. 70 degrees with a nice breeze and mostly cloudy, so the sun is not burning through the clouds just yet. To all of you who are watching as Fairview fans in Colorado, I'd like to say welcome to the Beaufort Zone. And for those of you in the low country area, welcome back here on Beaufort Zone. And we thank you guys for tuning in to watch us and watch these amazing young athletes take part in the great game of baseball. A 1-2 count for Gomez. Goats. He's ready to go. The windup and the pitch. Pop fly. That will get into the shallow parts of center field, but that will be caught for out number two.
Now to bat for the Sharks, number 15, Sam Matajeski.
And here comes brother of Oliver Matajeski, Sam Matajeski, the junior. Goats, the pitch. Foul ball. And quickly it's a 0-2 count. No 2 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 7-5 lead for the Sharks of May River. Low for ball one. Goats is ready. The windup and the pitch. Foul back. Heads up. And the count will remain 1-2. A lot of things to get ready for here in the Low Country as we're getting to that time of year. And not long from now will be the Masters in Augusta, but following the Masters the very next week will be the Heritage here, not far from here on Hilton Head Island at Harbortown Golf Club. And looking forward to that this season as once again it's going to be one of the high-end events for the PGA Tour this year. So the top 30 players in the world will be there to witness it all. So it is now a full count after it being 0-2 and now 3-2 with 2 outs. Sam Matajeski trying to get on base here and extend the inning for May River. And other baseball going around the area today, we do have some baseball down at the University of South Carolina, Beaufort. And that will be strike 3, and that will do it for the bottom of the 3rd. We head to the top of the 4th. The score remains. And welcome back to Beaufort's Own. Top of the 4th, 7-5 ball game in favor of the Sharks of May River. And the Fairview Knights looking to get back into this ball game, and that's a good start for them as that is a bobble by the shortstop. And 1 pitch, 1 runner on for Fairview. Shortstops have been having some trouble at that position today with some weird bobbles for both teams today. And we welcome back in Javon Livingston.
What's going
finally.
on,
Finally, man.
So what did I miss besides the first 3 innings?
Not a whole lot after that. Just interesting first inning. Both teams scored 5 runs to make it a tie ball game, and then May River scores 2 in the second inning. So the score has remained the same since then. So it's settled down a little bit in terms of offense, but Fairview has been having a good game so far, bound to get back into this ball game. Only down by 2 runs.
Yeah, I was watching it, and I was a little nervous because, you know, Fairview went up early first in the top of that first inning. They went up 5-0, and I was like, oh, boy, this game's going to be over before I get the cameras set up. I thought it was en route to a blowout, but here comes May River on the way back.
As a strike by Beckman, and quickly it's an 0-2 count. Excuse me, a 1-2 count. High for ball 2. Tanner Crater, junior for Fairview at the plate. Crater batting .231 through 5 games. 13 plate appearances so far. And they call him out. Oh, Fairview does not like that. Not sure what the situation was at first base there, but that will be a double play.
Yeah, and a lot of confusion there. I think they were upset because he tripped over the bag, and I guess when he tripped what looks like what what Ump is trying to explain is that when he tripped over the player, he didn't touch the bag when he went
Yeah.
over, which still made
But
him available to be
even
tagged.
still, I thought the first baseman had the bag anyway. He had his foot on the bag from what I saw, but I could be wrong. But it looks like that's going to be 2 outs for Fairview, and that will clear the bases as well. It looks like the coaches are discussing it with the umpires right now, and looks like they're going to have the umpires discuss it here. So we will see what they decide on after a brief conversation here.
Yeah,
I thought they got him, but I could be wrong.
well, you must say, well, that's what I'm saying. When you're the basketball, is there a penalty or anything like that for blocking the? I know that's when it comes to pitching, that's the actual call. But I'm saying interference or anything like that for getting in the way
At
at
In
first.
that situation, yes, there could be a situation where blocking the bag would be considered a fielder's interference
Yeah.
and would deem the base runner safe. So I don't know if that's what they're discussing. That's definitely the situation at home plate, and I've
Yeah.
witnessed a few of those this season that the umpires haven't called when it comes to blocking a bag and potentially causing an injury to a player. So, but they're gonna keep the decision as it is. So the bases will be cleared for a double play, and that will be 2 outs ever so quickly for the Knights of Fairview. Beckman, the pitch, and low and away for ball 1. Cooper Newman up to the plate for Fairview. Ball high, that's 2-0. Ground ball hits the pitcher. Second baseman's got it. Bounce throw to first, and that will be out number 3. Great play by May River and good defensive work all around by May River. We head to the bottom of the 4th. May River 7, Fairview 5. You're watching high school baseball here on Beavertone. Welcome back to Beavertone, everyone. 7-5 ball game in favor of May River here in the bottom of the 4th. Trevor Conti will be up for the Sharks. High for ball 1. And it looks like Liam Goetz will remain on the mound for Fairview. The 1-0 pitch. Great pitch for strike 1, right on the inside corner. Sun is starting to peek out just a little bit here. And
Finally making his way.
that heat is showing up right now. Foul back, 1-2. shortstop today for the Sharks at the plate. 250. He's had 4 games played so far this season out of the 8 that May River has had.
Let's see.
4 at-bats, 1 hit coming into today's game. A 2-2 count. Away for ball 3. And it is a full count.
Let's say, speaking of the weather there, it's a nice 70 degrees out early this morning.
Yes, it is. Not so much in Boulder, which is where this Fairview team is from. Nice, nice 46 degrees in Boulder right now,
Yeah, I don't want no parts of that. I don't.
with a chance of snow tonight. So, for those of you who may be watching this, your Fairview Knights from Colorado, we welcome you on to Buford Zone. Thank you for joining us, and have fun with the snow you guys may be getting tonight. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Foul back, out of play, and good battle here for Trevor. 3-2 count, it remains. And Liam Goetz is ready to go. Delivers. Ball 4, and base runner on for May River. And that will bring up probably the most consistent player of the game today, Max Van Esselston, who, as I mentioned, coming into the game today, a 375 batting average. He's had 16 plate appearances, 6 hits, 3 RBIs, a double. He's been the man for May River so far this season. First baseman, strike 1. Van Esselston, 6 feet, 225 pounds.
It's a big boy.
Yes, he is. And that is another base hit. Boy, he is 3 for 3 on the day, and man, the numbers are showing exactly what he is about. 3 hits straight up the middle so far today for Max Van Esselston. And now 2 runners on and a runner in scoring position for May River. And careless whisper himself, Dylan Mischik, steps in for May River. The 6 foot, 192 pound senior. A senior heavy team this year for May River. They got 1, 2, 3 sophomores on the team, and the rest would be juniors. A lot of seniors on this team, so they're looking at a run towards potential lower state finals appearance this year. And they came close last season as well.
Yeah, I was really shocked last year when I covered that game
Oh.
versus James Island, and they upset James Island, which
That
is
was a great game.
clearly one of the number one team in the state.
And they're the
at
number
the
1
time.
team in 5A this year. That's how good that James Island team is.
And that showed the promise, and it's good. It's a good ball culture over here on this side, and not just baseball, softball.
Right.
The softball program is looking very good this year in the region. I'm looking to see how they fare against the rest of the state. That was a conversation we had before about.
Unfortunately, they're going to have to deal with a team within their own region this year who's currently undefeated on the season in Colleton County. How about that? Colleton County's softball program getting back on the right foot this year. Undefeated as they beat out Bishop England the other night, 18-0.
Well, everybody's
against
18 to nothing. over
Yeah, I
Bishop
know.
England.
It's Bishop England, but.
And the thing about Bishop England is Bishop England has been such a powerhouse, in all sports, but especially on the ladies' side.
Right.
And for it to get to softball season, and it's like, yo, what's going on here? With the battle in Bishops.
Yeah, swing and a miss for strike 3, and that will be the first out of the 4th inning for May River.
But yeah, that was a a big shock to us, and I'm thinking Bishop England is going to be a matchup in softball as well. But most of the girls, they hop on the lacrosse and the soccer field, it seems like, and that's where they're dominant at. Not enough talent on that softball team, which is kind of a shock, because
it is a bit of a shock because the baseball program from Bishop England has been solid this year. They got a 4-2 record in region play so far. One of the surprising things I noticed as we were doing our Loco Sports Lowdown last night was, as that is the second out for May River, as we were doing the Loco Sports Lowdown, I was looking at the region records so far in May River's region this year, and the one team that I noticed sitting at the bottom, only behind one other team, well, not behind one other team, behind pretty much the rest of the region, was Hilton Head High School, which I was very intrigued by. To notice that, hey, Helmet High School is sitting at the bottom of the region right now, and that just shows how competitive this region is going to be this season for May River and the rest of the group. May River looking like the team that's going to make it out of this region as the #1 seed out of the region. But a lot of competition still left to be played in this region, and we'll see how it goes. But definitely May River and Beaufort are probably the two best teams in this region right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing those two play each other later on. High pop-up, and that's going to stay in the infield, and the pitcher's got it. Goetz has got it, and that will end the inning. So we head to the top of the 5th. The score remains the same. The May River Sharks 5, the Fairview Knights, May River Sharks 7, Fairview Knights 5. You're watching South Carolina High School Baseball right here on Beaufort's Own. All right, welcome back to Beaufort's Own. Top of the 5th, Fairview starting to run out of time to get back into this ball game and make it a tie game or even take the lead. But that's a good start for Fairview as they get a base hit right up the middle. And who was that? That was Jackson Weir, the junior for Fairview. Javon, it's that time of the year where spring sports are in full swing, and a lot of other stuff going to be going on in the next month or so here in the Low Country area, including the RBC Heritage, as well as many other things around the area. So it's getting to be one of the busiest times of the year for the Low Country area.
Listen, spring is always the busiest, and I remember my first season deciding to cover spring sports and learning, how many sports go on inside of the spring, and it's crazy because the big sport obviously usually is king is football in this area. I mean, nationwide really. But to come around to the spring, and because there's so much happening, there's so many things to do in the spring between baseball, softball, soccer, lacrosse. You got golf. All of the golf tournaments start happening in the spring. It's ooh.
That almost hit the batter there in the helmet. Had a couple of those today from both sides.
Right over the head. He had to get out of there. That was a concussion
Skylar
on the way right there.
Skylar Daniel had to duck for that one. Oh, that one's close again, but not enough. Ball 2. And runner on for Fairview with no outs here. Excuse me, that's strike 1. 2-1 count.
Get that out of there. Get that phlegm.
Yeah, give me a second.
Get that. Get that.
There we go.
There's a mute
All right.
button, man.
Yeah, well, that is, I assume that's a hit by pitch.
Yeah.
And that'll be a hit by pitch. So 2 runners on now for Fairview. That's a bit of trouble for May River. A runner in scoring position. And number 16 for Fairview. Leo Muth steps up for Fairview. Beckman. This is the first time Beckman's been in a bit of trouble here. See how he gets out of this. Ooh. Foul ball. Right at my face.
Right at my wireless transmitter. Forget your face. That's
Wow. So that's how it is. All right, cool. I appreciate that.
I'm just messing with you, man. I'm just messing with you,
No.
man.
I hear you. I hear you.
We're taking it personal now?
No. High pop fly. That will be out of play. Way out of play.
That would have been karma if it hit my Hyundai. My car is parked right over there, so that'd have been some funny. That'd have been some really hilarious karma right there. Forget about your face, my transmitter, and the next thing that my back glass goes out.
Leo Muth, CO2. That's high for ball 1.
And 1-2 the count. Apologize and update that graphic. We was having a little bit of powwow.
Yeah.
Right here, home plate here.
A little pop up to the third baseman. He gets that, and that will be out number 1.
And I also want to apologize to some of the people watching here as well. Some of the sloppy camera work, switching the angles here.
Yes.
First time with this baseball setup, first baseball game of the year for myself setting up. So, a little bit of technical difficulties, but I'm getting rolling here.
Other baseball going around the area today, USCB, the University of South Carolina Beaufort, for those of you who are watching from Boulder and have no idea who we're talking about. USCB Sand Sharks baseball team taking on Columbus State today. Game 2 of a 3-game set. Game 3 will be tomorrow afternoon. USCB was up 8-3 yesterday, but ended up losing the lead, and I believe the final score was 13-8. I'm going to check that. As Columbus State would take a 1-0 series lead in that one. USCB trying to get back into it and have a shot at the Peach Belt Conference tournament in the NCAA Division II.
And we got a beautiful hitter's count right here, 3-0.
Yes, we do.
Swing, batter, swing. No, it's fine.
We should have swung on that one. Right down the middle. Was not given the green light on that one. 3-1. Beckman, the pitch. Line drive to the outfielder, and that is caught for out number 2. Diving play by the left fielder. Yeah, final score for USCB, not far down the road at Richard Gray Sports Complex in Hardyville, South Carolina. The Cougars of Columbus State University took the win 13-8 over the Sand Sharks of the University of South Carolina Beaufort. And they will be playing this afternoon at 2 o'clock. You can watch that game on the Sand Shark Game Day Network. It's free for those of you who have no idea. Free to watch some free college baseball on the Sand Shark Game Day Network this afternoon.
Are you calling that game too?
I don't know, actually. I'm supposed to be heading over there. I don't know if I'll be calling that game, but there is a chance I could be. You could hear my beautiful voice on. Foul back. So an 0-2 count quickly for Grayson Dinges. Dinges. I assume it's Dinges. I hope it's not something else,
Dingus.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I hope that's not the case. But, you never know. You never know. We've seen some weird last names against teams that most of our area's teams have played. We've seen some unusual last names, but that would be up there. Good stop and block by the catcher for May River. That is Trace Mischik. He's been one of the top catchers in the area this season. The 6'1", 205-pound senior. May River. A lot of seniors on this team. Very senior-heavy team. While
Both of them are very upper class.
they got a lot of seniors, very upper class.
Fairview more juniors, but still.
Yeah, Fairview's got more juniors, so the younger team, a little less experienced team. Foul back again. 2-2 remains the count. For Grayson Dinges. Beckman, 2 runners on, runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Base hit for Fairview. The runner comes around third, and he will score. And it is a 1-run ball game with runners on the corners. And Beckman could not get out of it with a 2-2 count and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. A 7-6 ball game.
Out of bat for night, number 12, Dylan Leakey.
Man up in the booth today doing the PA announcing for May River, Bo Gwynn. We know that name very well.
Very familiar. Very familiar.
The state champion for May River Wrestling this year. How about that?
Yeah, Coach Powell won the Coach of the Year for the South Carolina Coaches Association for wrestling, and he's done a great job. You want to talk about multiple region championships over, region champions winning consistently and becoming a powerhouse in this team. I wish I could have covered more wrestling this year, just surprising the most, and it was surprising to me too because I'm a former wrestler, so I really wanted to get out there and cover some wrestling, but wrestling is a tough cover.
Yes.
And you think because it's one man, it's like, oh yeah, just put the camera up there. But when it comes to commentary and updating the graphics, because there's so many kids and there's matchups and everything like that at different weight classes, it's very hard to get all of that information.
And we watched the individuals that was on that South Carolina's was streaming the state finals, and they had, I think, 15 mats for the state finals this year and could only film 12 of them.
Jesus.
It's difficult, and they were somehow able to film 12 of the 15 mats. I don't know how they were able to do it, but they did it. And it's a very, very just really difficult process to do something like that.
Yeah, and I mean, getting 12, when you have a stable setup and you know where you're going to be, and to be able to have a full week to prepare how you're going to cover that, that's a whole different situation. But having a setup to be able to go from school to school, like I did, that's a whole different
that's a lot.
task.
And wow, base runner went real early. Beckman gets him for out number 3. Wow, I don't know what Fairview was thinking with that one.
Yeah, I was a little bit late on that one. I saw we were just having a conversation. We thought we were waiting for the pitch, and he just decided to take off.
Not a great play by Fairview there. That was their first mistake on the game today. But they do score a run, so it's a 7-6 ball game as we head to the bottom of the 5th. May River looking to extend the lead they currently have. We'll be right back, right here on Beaver Zone. Welcome back here on Buford's Zone. Bottom of the fifth, a 7-6 ball game. Good game so far from both teams. Goats will remain on the mound, and that is right down the middle for strike one. Number 4, Hudson Flanagan, the 6'2", 175-pound senior for May River at the plate. Ball in the dirt, 1-1. May River in blue jerseys, white pants. Fairview with those amazing looking black jerseys with the gray pants. Ground ball to the second baseman. He picks it up, fires the first, and that is out number 1.
It was on time that time.
Now to bat for the Sharks, number 9,
Oliver
Oliver Matajeski.
Matajeski, one of the Matajeski brothers, steps in the plate.
I'm trying to figure out, who I haven't seen tonight. I haven't seen Hargis in the lineup.
Hargis was on the mound in the second inning as he took over for. I'm trying to figure out who he took over for. I've been trying to figure that out all day.
I
believe it was. I could be wrong, but I think it was Colin Sanchez to start on the mound today.
Okay.
We'll find out
I'm
eventually.
just surprised they don't got him in the lineup. I mean, he's leading the team. He's batting 1,000 so far this season.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
As they get out number 2, ladies and gentlemen, the gag on that is Hargis has had 1 at-bat this season, and he hit it. So
Yeah.
he's currently at 1,000 for his batting average right now. It's just hilarious.
Fairview High School out of Boulder, Colorado.
That'll be funny if that holds for the season, though.
Part of the 5A Granite Peaks League in the Colorado Class 5A division for Colorado High School Athletics. So a decent-sized school out of Boulder, Colorado. Glad to have them here in the Low Country for their spring break. I feel like that'd be fun to do, is just play baseball on spring break in a nice warm weather area.
Well, especially you want to talk about, far away. I don't never recall the luxury of us doing that. We might have made it over to Savannah from Beaufort, which is about an hour away.
Right.
But from Colorado to South Carolina, Beaufort County would never. Like
we've had. I remember there's a couple teams that we've played when I was playing for Hill Knight Christian that would come down from up north, and we've had a couple of teams from Ohio come down, which shocker, because pretty much everybody from Ohio comes down to this area to relax on spring break. But yeah, that's one of the things with these northern teams. Ground ball to short. Over to first, and quickly there are 3 outs. So May River does not extend the lead. They keep the lead where it is. It is a 7-6 ball game. Fairview coming back up to see if they could tie this ball game or even perhaps take the lead. We'll see how that goes in the top of the 6th inning. Fairview 6, May River 7. You're watching South Carolina High School Baseball on Buford's Zone. Welcome back to Beavertone. Close one-run ball game. May River 7, Fairview Knights 6. New pitcher on the mound for May River, and that is Jarrett Putnam, or more so Talon Putnam. Putnam, a former member of JP2.
Yeah, a lot of players switching schools these days. I remember back in the day, switching school was a big deal because you had to sit out a whole year.
And they just adopted the new transfer rule for South Carolina High School League, where a player can transfer one time. And if you want to take a look at that, for those of you who live here in the South Carolina area and have a kid, oh boy, what a catch!
Oh, baby.
Woo!
I'm mad I don't have that angle. That was a beautiful catch.
Boy,
there.
he might be our player of the game today. Max Van Esselston, 3 for 3 on the day, and a beautiful catch on the defensive side of things. My goodness.
Bat for the Knights, number 2, Oliver Peterson.
Big man was moving in that foul area and almost overran it.
Yeah.
Gets the catch.
He actually did. He probably could have got in position a lot faster, made a better catch. But I mean, I don't think he could have made a better catch. That was beautiful.
Foul ball.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset I didn't have that angle right there.
Yeah.
That other, if I'd have got the other transmitter working, I would have had that angle because I had it facing the other way.
Yep. Oliver Peterson at the plate for Fairview. Ooh. Good breaking ball, but just a bit in.
Get out of there.
From Putnam. I noticed that breaking ball last season as he was a part of that JP2 team. JP2 having a good season so far. We're looking forward to seeing them take on Hilton Head Christian here in the next couple weeks. Putnam, a sophomore, 6 feet, 175 pounds, one of the few sophomores on this team. 3 sophomores total for this May River team, so a very upperclassman heavy team.
Yeah, it shows the experience there, which is a good thing. You know, you got a lot of guys returning on your team, especially when you had a good year previously.
It means you got a lot of lower classmen at the JV level right now that are going to be something to keep an eye on in the next couple seasons as they make it up to this level.
Because they've had to hold on to finally get
I
their
know.
berth.
So they are building quite the program here at May River. Line drive, and that is not caught. Oh boy, it came out of the left fielder's glove. And that will get down, and that'll be a base hit for Oliver Peterson. So runner on first with 1 out. And coming up to the plate for Fairview is Tanner Crater.
Now at the bat for the Knights, number 5, Tanner Crater.
Putnam with 1 out. The pitch. Foul. Out of play for strike 1.
That went over the wall, too. That was close to being
think
a home
so,
run.
yeah.
That was close to being a home run there.
I think that's what the umpire was keeping an eye on to see if it would stay inside the pole.
Jesus, man. You gotta be careful for that, man.
And as I'm looking down the pole and across this field, one of the more beautiful fields in the low country area. What a great field, and this May River program has provided for this team. This field is absolutely gorgeous to look at. And
Well, that makes sense. Low batting average, only batting .231, but he's got 3 homers.
wow.
So that explains everything
Yep.
for Mr. Crater.
Crater wearing those Air Jordan cleats. Look at those.
Whoa.
Jordan 1s The baseball cleats, how cool is that?
Oh, that is tough when they always make the customs. Now they used to be,
But you can just buy those on Nike now, which is great.
they had to be custom
Ball
before.
dropped for strike 3. Ooh. Mischik was trying to get the second baseman there, but could not get it. But that is out number 2. Oh, interesting. I thought he had dropped the ball and then threw it to second. I thought the first base runner would be safe, but he was not. He got the second out. And so 2 outs for Town Putnam. The pitch. Ball away and gets by Mischik. And Peterson will head to third, so base runner 90 feet from home plate. And
you want to hear something interesting?
Okay.
We talked about Crater.
Yes.
3 home runs.
Yep.
Newman, he has 8.
Here's the thing. They are from Boulder. And when you're in Boulder, elevation is always key. And so that ball flies just a little bit farther than it would here.
Well, pitches are a little bit faster upper too.
Yes. Yeah, you can definitely throw harder. I've played a baseball game in Colorado before. It's a very different, interesting kind of thing. High fly ball to the outfield. That will be caught for out number 3, and the score remained the same. Talon Putnam gets out of that situation with ease, and it is going to remain a 7-6 ball game in favor of the May River Sharks. They will head to the bottom of the 6th. May River is going to look to extend this lead, and we'll see if they do so. You're watching South Carolina High School Baseball right here on Beaufort's Own. Welcome back to Beaufort's Own. Liam Goetz will remain on the mound for Fairview. And the other Matajeski brother, Sam Matajeski, will step up for May River. Goetz, the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Bottom 6, 7-6 ball game in favor of May River. Boy, this has been an exciting game to watch today. 5 runs by both teams in the first, 2 from May River in the second, and they have not scored since, but Fairview would get a score back in the top of the 6th inning to make it a 7-6 ball game. So a very intriguing game to watch today. A 1-1 count. The pitch. Line drive, but that will be caught by the second baseman for out number 1. Trevor Kant up to the plate, the shortstop. Ground ball to the second baseman. He fires those to first, and that is out number 2. And here comes the man of the game so far for May River, Max Van Esselston. 3 for 3 on the day. a miraculous catch in the 6th inning over on the foul side of the first base. And Esselstyn, 375 batting average coming into today's game. He's been the story of the year for May River. And another base hit. 4 for 4 on the day for Max Van Esselstyn. Unbelievable. This dude is unreal. He had a good year last season, but this season, my goodness, that batting average is going way up today. He's going to be well over 400 going into his next game with how he's been playing today. Van Esselstyn, 4 for 4 on the day. That baseball is looking more like a beach ball to him today.
Yeah, he's tearing it up.
Low and away for ball 1 to, if I'm not mistaken, yes it is, Dylan Mischik. A couple brothers on this team, the Matajeski brothers and the Mischik brothers, Dylan and Trace Mischik. And looks like both sets of brothers are twins. Matajeskis are both juniors and the Mischiks are both seniors. So 2 sets of twins on this May River Sharks team. Something you don't see every day on a baseball program.
Definitely not. I mean, I'll tell you what, that's good for competition.
Yeah.
Either they could be, they're both going to be really bad or they're both going to be really good because they're pushing each other. So
Yes,
that's
exactly.
breeds competition right there, especially being at the same age.
So a 3-0 count with 2 outs. A man on first in the form of Max Van Esselstyn. And that will be strike 1 down the middle. 3-1. May River Baseball has been having a good season. May River Softball has also been having a fantastic season. They're starting to look like one of the top teams in the lower state area for South Carolina. And that is a walk for Dylan Mischik. And 2 runners on, a runner in scoring position. That will bring up Tyson Brazenton, the 5'11" senior for the Sharks. Brazenton, a .429 batting average. 28 plate appearances, 12 hits, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, and has scored 6 runs on the season.
And I love that. High 20s so far early in the season, almost hitting 30. I mean, almost getting to 30. That's a true batting average right there. You get a real 30 at that. That's a true, idea. Some guys, at this point in the season, and granted, it's still so early for some baseball teams. They only got a couple games under their belt. But to see that instead of, 4 or 5 at bats, that's not really a, tell. But you get to 29.
Right.
That's it.
High for ball 2, a 2-0 count for Brazenton. One of the faces for May River last season on their run. And pretty devastating the way it went for them in the playoffs. Just that game that was basically called due to weather, with Bluffton having a 1-run lead. And Bluffton would move on in the playoffs, while May River, who didn't get the chance to finish out that game, would end up going home for the season. So just they're looking for revenge. They're ready to make a deeper run into the playoffs this year, and this team is definitely showing it today.
Yeah, that's some tough calls in that match.
Ground ball, and second baseman's got it. He throws it to first. And that will be out number 3. So the score remains the same. 7-6 ball game in favor of May River. Fairview coming up in the top of the 7th. Last chance for them to tie this ball game or take the lead. You're watching South Carolina High School Baseball on Beaufort Tone. Welcome back to Beaufortone, top of the 7th. Last chance for Fairview. Low and away for ball one. New pitcher on the mound from May River, Aaron Guthrie. I believe he is a senior. Another senior for this May River team. Standing tall at 5'11". And at the plate for Fairview is Jackson Weir. Away, ball three. Quickly, it's a 3-0 count. That is not something you want here with only 3 outs to go for May River.
To win it all here, you don't want to get the bases loaded off of walks or anything like that.
Yeah. But you also don't want to start with a walk either.
Yeah.
It's not a great way to start off an inning. 3-1. That was in the zone. Good spot there for Guthrie. And that's low for ball four. Guthrie has not had a pitching appearance this season, so this is his pitching debut on the year. So we'll see what he can do. Maybe we're trying to get their fellas a chance in a out-of-state game, get everybody some playing time today.
Yeah, I mean, that's some good out-of-state competition.
Yeah. Close ball game.
No, that's what I love. And that's what we praised, Misa, for the boys soccer team. How tough of an out-of-region schedule that they play, so you can really gauge how good your team is. Because sometimes, a lot of teams get hyped up about region play, and sometimes your region isn't really that good that year. And so you can have a really lackluster region. Although the boys' region is very competitive this year, but I love seeing those tough out-of-region schedules right there to really get a gauge on how good your team is.
Runner on first, an 0-2 count. Away for ball number one, a 1-2 count. Fairview High School, 1,686 miles away from where we are standing right now.
Jesus Christ.
And if you want to drive to Boulder, Colorado, it's going to take you around 25 hours just to get to Boulder, Colorado by car. And more than likely, they did not come by car. So I'm hopeful that they didn't do that.
Probably took a little plane. I'm pretty sure they took a little plane. I don't think nobody drove down.
No, that's a long drive, man.
For spring break, that's 2 days gone right there.
I mean, I drive up to see my family in Toledo. That's like 14 hours. That's way outside. Or as some would put it, just a little outside. And by just a little outside, we mean that was really outside. Ball one. So runner in scoring position for Fairview. And that gets by the third baseman, and the run scores.
My.
And all of a sudden, it's a tie ball game. That was a mistake by Trace Mixchick. And he does not make many of those at times. So now May River is in a bit of trouble here with 1 out. No runners on, but a 2-0 count.
Well, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you're enjoying our coverage, you can text Buford to 801-801 to donate and help support our coverage of local high school sports. And for sponsorship information, you can send us an email over at info@Buford'sOwn.com. Get involved here, help us out. You can be a part of this for as little as $100 here on Buford's Own. And if you're a student as well, we got Max here. Max is, graduated a Hilton Head Christian alum. But you're welcome to join us as well. If you're a student, hop on us and on the program and get out here. You can get on the mic. Plenty of coverage here. Over 30 games still left to go, which is a crazy,
a crazy number, man.
Amount. But thank you everyone for tuning in here on the #1 live sports broadcast here in Beaufort County. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
30 games, man.
Yeah, we got it
And
going.
then you got playoffs.
Exactly. And don't check our YouTube page for post-game highlights in the upcoming schedule as well. Plenty of games to go. Pretty much all of our spring season already uploaded, minus some schedule flexes. We're live. Speaking of that May River Bluffton game, we got May River Bluffton baseball on Monday as well at the Den here on the Fatone.
And something that's new for me this year is I'm coaching high school baseball this year, which I'm very excited about. That is not something I was doing at this time last season. So being able to coach Hardyville High School this year, a 1A program in their first year. So definitely a work in progress, but I'm very happy with what I've been doing with the fellows over for the Canes of Hardyville High School. Runner goes to second. He is in easily. Trace Mischik will not throw the ball. And once again, a runner in scoring position, but this time, is it 2 outs? It's either 1 or 2 outs. I think it's
one.
I think it's
It
1.
said 2 at one point, but I didn't think he.
I think it's 1 out with an 0-1 count.
He might have hit the wrong button there.
High fly ball. That's going to go into shallow left field, and it will keep the runner at second. So now there are 2 outs. And this is the last chance for Fairview to take the lead. And May River is going to be coming up in the bottom of the 7th with either a tie ball game or we'll be down a run going into the bottom of the 7th. This is a very difficult situation for May River now, as they were up 7-5, now a 7-7 ball game. So it's gone back and forth between the two today. The pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, that got by in a hurry. Aaron Guthrie turned on the Jets for that one.
Well, Waymeyer's up for the Knights, batting 500. Not too many at bats so far this season. He's only got 3. And another stolen bag.
Yep, he'll be safe there. So now a runner 90 feet from home plate.
You want to talk about getting aggressive when you know your back is against the wall there.
Yeah. Aaron Guthrie, a runner 90 feet from the plate. An 0-2 count. Oh, just missed. Just a bit low, a 1-2 count. Mischik held it there. He was trying to get the call, but no luck. So a 1-2 count, 2 outs, 7th inning. And that will get down for a hit. And a run scores for Fairview. It's 8-7 in favor of the Knights. Their first lead since the first inning.
And that put them in the lead. That is crazy. You want to talk about a game that's been nip-tucked. They started off high scoring. You want to think both of these teams scored 5 in the first inning. Since then, you want to talk about basically it's a 3-2 ball game. Since that first inning, they kind of settled in there.
Dylan Leckie up to the plate for Fairview. 8-7 ball game in favor of the Knights. Guthrie throws back to first, but the runner will be safe. And May River will have to find a way to score 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th to win the ball game. On the inside corner for strike number 1. 2 outs. Top of the 7th, Guthrie the pitch. That is low. And Trace Mischik almost had another mistake there, but thank God for Max Van Esselston. He's been a story for today's game, ain't he? Oh, man, another base hit for Fairview. And the runners will be on the corners. Boy, Aaron Guthrie is not happy right now. I know that. (8-7) runner in scoring position. Runner on the corners. And
this is bad here. You do good here. Got me started myself. You do good. You did good here for for most of the game here. Now you're getting to the final moments, and you're giving up some hits. And so far, their backs are against the wall, so they're playing ball right now. It's Fairview. They got their hitters in, and they are teeing off right now. Doing a little bit of gardening out there.
Guthrie, the pitch. Ooh, close play at third. Boy, they almost got him for the third out there.
And a stolen base, though, rather. So they got 2 in scoring position. They are getting real aggressive right now.
Mischik. Throw over to second. It's cut off by the second baseman. Ooh, excuse me. I apologize for the yawn. It has been a very long week. And technically, this is my first day off from any work in 2 weeks. So definitely feeling the exhaustion, but happy to be out here in Bluffton.
Yeah, this still counts as work for me. That's how I feel about it. Even though I enjoy it, this is the fun part, but it still has.
2-1 count, 2 outs. 8-7 ball game in favor of the Knights. Guthrie, the pitch. High fly ball into shallow left field. That will be caught for out number 3. And that will do it for the top of the 7th. May River allows 2 runs to score, and they are now heading to the bottom of the 7th, down a run. They need 2 runs to win this ball game, 1 run to send it to extras. We'll see what they do. You're watching South Carolina High School Baseball on Beaufort's Own. And welcome back to Beaufort's Own. Fergus Farley will get his first plate appearance today. The 6'2 senior for May River. Down a run. 2 runs to win it, 1 run to send it to extras. As all May River is looking for, Liam Goetz will continue on the mound for Fairview. He's had a great game today. High and away for ball 1.
You were giving your spiel there, your opening intro, and that was, hey, I need that wind to chill out on my outfield camera there. It's been good all game, and then you get to the final inning, and it's like
down the middle for strike 1.
In a 1-run ball game, and all of a sudden it wants to go crazy. It's like, hold on now. Oh, come on, Mother Nature. Give me one more inning. Give me
one more. Until it goes to extras, and you're going to be like, I need another inning,
give
please.
Give me another inning. I'm sorry.
Low in the dirt. Bounces past the catcher for ball 2. Fergus Farley, the 6'2", 185-pound senior. 400 batting average, 25 plate appearances. 7 runs scored, 10 hits, 7 RBIs. And a double on the year. So he's had a great season for them.
was mine. Base hit, baby.
Hey,
Base hit.
don't blame her for saying that. They need
Base
it right
hit,
now.
baby.
2-2. Low and inside for ball 3, and it is a full count. Good at bat here
Wow.
for Fergus Farley.
Well, I love it. The fact that she said an actual baseball term. I
Yeah.
love parents. There's a difference between just unwavering support and parents that are actually paying attention
Right.
to the game. So I love that she actually said base hit. I love that.
Little grounder down the third base line, and he's going to get there. And that will be a base hit. Just in the perfect spot for a base hit in the infield. Little dribbler. And it died in the infield grass and gave Farley a chance, and he'll get on base. And Trace Mischek
Sharks number 13, Trace Bishop.
will take up the bat for May River. 6'1" senior, the catcher, 205 pounds. High for ball 1. Trace Mischek, 24 plate appearances, 292 batting average. 2 runs scored, 7 hits, 2 RBIs, and 2 doubles on the year. Strike 1. 1-1 count, no outs. Bottom of the 7th. Last chance for May River to tie or take the win. Away for ball 2. 2-1. (8-7) in favor of the Knights. Foul out of play, and it is 2-2.
Now, would you say this so far has been the style of the defense here so far, or May River not aggressive? Fairview is taking off between those at-bats, man. On that
They
last
have. I think Fairview's got a little more speed at the moment than May River has had in this game so far. But we'll see what they do here. And that is a balk. Or he called time. Did he call time? So 2-2 count. It looks like Mischek called time before the pitcher threw the ball and he went into the stretch.
Let a lot of tension.
For a second,
build up there
I thought the umpire was calling a balk there, but he didn't. So it's a 2-2 count. High fly ball deep to left center. That ball's got a chance. Oh man, it's caught. It is caught for out number 1. What a play by the center fielder for the
Beautiful
Fairview
catch.
Knights.
And I mean, that was all the way out there. And I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have the best angle of that one. But you saw it in the distance there. But man, he caught that all the way by the fence.
Yeah, he ran into the fence after catching that ball. That's
Right.
how close it was to being a home run and giving this May River team the win. That was almost a walk-off home run. How about that?
And the fence marker right there that says 340 feet is exactly where he caught that.
Yeah, Micah Morgan will step in for his first plate appearance today, the 6'1" sophomore. Fly ball down the foul line, and that will be foul. Strike 1. Morgan, 19 plate appearances so far this season. Or excuse me, 29 plate appearances. 211 batting average. 4 runs, 4 hits, no RBIs. And he is one of the 3 seniors currently on this May River team. Very upperclassman heavy team. Rightfully so. They've built quite the program here at May River. That ball gets by the catcher and the runner will advance. So that is a 1-1 count with 1 out. Liam Goetz has had a great game so far in relief for Fairview. Came in relief of Oliver Peterson after May River had scored 5 runs in the first inning. And since then, 2 runs for May River, but that's been it. And that came in the 2nd inning. Oh, close pitch there, but not a given. Ball 2.
I was like sometimes that he kind of umpires have a difference. He kind of slow plays. He kind of like what you think it was, and then he gives you a
Yeah.
call. He lets you know it's a ball or a string, but he kind of lets you build up for a moment because he sees you're waiting for the call.
Morgan, the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2. Good spot by Liam Goetz. Runner in scoring position for May River with 1 out. Michael Morgan trying to get that runner home and tie this ball game up and send it to extra innings. Goetz, the pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. He fires to first. And that will be out number 2, but the runner advances to third. Good job by Michael Morgan to get the runner over. But 2 outs now for May River. And Gustavo Gomez will step up for May River.
Well, they still got an opportunity here to tie it up. They got 1 more out. Well, not just tie it up, but they can still take the lead. No matter how many runs you can have right there with 1 out left, but they still got a good chance, especially with 1 runner in scoring position. So interesting to see how they get here. Gomez, 0 batting average.
Liam Goetz, the pitch. Ball 1. That was a nasty breaking ball by Liam Goetz, but just outside the strike zone for ball 1. 2 outs, 1-0 count. Liam Goetz is ready to deliver the pitch to Gustavo Gomez.
And this would be a nice time for Gomez to get his first hit of the season.
Right, strike 1. And some of the fans are not liking that last pitch. Strike 2. And May River Sharks are down to their final strike here in the ballgame. Now or never in this one for May River Sharks. Gustavo Gomez. Goetz. The pitch. Foul ball. Oh boy, that was close.
Anticipation build up on that one.
And another chance for May River here. A 1-2 count, 2 outs, bottom 7. 8-7 in favor of Fairview Knights out of Boulder, Colorado. Looking to get a win after what was a hard loss to Hilton Head Christian earlier in the week. The pitch. Oh, just low. That's ball 2. And everybody is on edge right now.
On edge from this game being over or going to another at-bat. This is dangerous.
Gustavo Gomez. High for ball 3. It's a full count. And this one will be for all the marbles in this game.
This is it right here.
This is the pitch right here.
And you thought he was going to have to just take an aggressive swing, but he stays patient, and now you're at a full count.
The 3-2. Low for ball 4, and they will get another at bat. 2 outs, runners on the corners. And the junior, Jordan Reed, will get his first plate appearance today. The 6-foot, 165-pound junior.
Yeah, that's interesting. Reed, but he's 318, so a better opportunity here. And he's got his first one today, but he's got 24 plate appearances, so that's a lot better chance, to try to get a score here. At least at the minimum, tie this thing up here.
Yep, absolutely. The coach is coming out to talk with Liam Goetz and the rest of the infield for Fairview. And I think they're going to let Liam Goetz try and finish this one out, but we shall see here.
A big one here. Reed, his first plate appearance today. He's got 7 homers on the season. It's a big deal. They got a couple guys with some homers. Varley with 10, Brazington with 12.
That's hits, not homers.
What? Wait. I'm looking at my bad. Homers is in the last row. I apologize.
I was about to say, I was like, that's a
lot
lot of homers, man.
That's a lot of homers, man.
That's a lot of homers.
They going D1, baby. They're going to do it. They're going straight to the
So
league.
let me readjust this one for everyone. Jordan
0
Reed.
homers.
Jordan Reed has a .318 batting average, 22 at bats, 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 RBIs.
First of all, you didn't have to emphasize that.
Yeah, 4 RBIs, and he's got a double.
Get back to the play-by-play.
He's got a double and a triple. So definitely got some speed at the plate for May River, and that could help them if they try to do something a little interesting here.
I'm not dyslexic, I promise.
Yeah, what? Never mind. I'm not going there with you.
Oh, a little dipsy-do.
That's interesting.
Not
Not something you always see.
Trying to keep them both honest. That was a little slow.
Don't blame him. Don't blame him for that.
It was a little slow play.
Jordan Reed. Last chance for May River. And that is a hit by pitch.
And the bases are now loaded for May River. They got a good opportunity here.
And bases are loaded. How about this? Bases loaded. The coach was looking to see if that hit off the bat of Jordan Reed, but it did not. It hit off his elbow guard. And so Trevor Kant.
Yeah, 250 batting average on the season.
The last hope for May River. Good breaking ball for strike 1. 0-1 count, 2 outs, bottom 7, 8-7 in favor of Fairview.
What a game this has turned out to be for
Yes.
them to get another start.
Great game. It has been a great game all the way through. We saw a lot of offense in the first inning, and then really was more of a defensive game through the rest of it. Another great breaking ball for strike 2, and they are down to their last strike once again. And see if they can pull a miracle out of this one.
The bases are loaded, ladies and gentlemen, for May River Fairview trying to escape and hop back on the plane to Colorado.
Yep. Kant goes the pitch. Oh my goodness! That's gonna get away, and that is the ball game. Oh my goodness! A missed throw by Goetz, the pitcher, and 2 runs scored. That's the ball game. 9-8 in favor of May River. Wow, who would have thought that was going to come out? I said they're looking for a miracle. Well, that's a miracle in and of itself right there. And that will be the final score. 9-8 in favor of the Sharks of May River. Boy, the Fairview Knights were 1 strike away from ending this ball game. That is a rough one to go home on. My goodness.
Yeah,
but,
I was not expecting that. And, man, you want to talk about it. A for sure thing you would have thought there, the throw to first base and comes up just short. Oh,
man. That is unreal. And that is going to do it for the ball game here. What a game between these two teams. 5 runs by each team in the first, and then May River scored 2 in the second, and then Fairview would tie it up and then take the lead in the top of the 7th with an 8-7 game, and then May River on an error by Fairview would score 2 runs to take the 9-8 win. And that is going to do it for us here on Beaufort's Own. We thank you guys so much for joining us. Please feel free to donate to Beaufort's Own. 801-801 is the number, so please feel free to donate to us and keep this going and growing. And we appreciate you guys for joining us. From Javon Livingston, I'm Max Araj. Thank you guys for joining us. Here in Bluffton, South Carolina, you've been watching South Carolina High School Baseball on Beaufort's Own.